Are you ready to enter the madhouse again in 2025? What's going on, Stim Junkies? Hi, Stim Ace here. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I know that you guys have been waiting for the epic High Stim review from High Stim Ace to kick off 2025. We just dropped the review for the Transparent Labs protein as well as the Bloody Hooligan. If you guys haven't seen those reviews yet, I highly urge you to check it out. But this review that I'm going to be bringing to you at this very moment is the first official High Stim pre-workout review on the High Stim Ace YouTube channel. And we're going to kick off 2025 with a bang. What I'm holding here in my hands is the all-new Chaotic Rage from Mad House Supps, and there has been a lot of debate on the interwebs about this one. The version that I reviewed about a year and a half ago had the goods, the 2-amino isoheptane, also known to you Stim Junkies as Dmha. Now this tub here is somewhat reformulated. It's essentially the same formula, but they did make one massive change. They reformulated the Dmha, they removed the 2-amino, and instead we have juglens regia extract. For those of you that are not in the know about, that is essentially the naturally occurring, less crazy version of Dmha. So there's been a lot of questions on the interwebs. Does this version still hit? Does it still have the goods? Is it worth picking up? Is it nerfed? Whatever. High Stim Ace is here to start off 2025 and set you guys straight. I just got done running this one for the second time today, hit a crazy back and bicep session. We're going to talk about it and leave no stone unturned. So join me, guys, as we go over the latest version of Chaotic Rage from Mad House Supps. Alright guys, before I get down to reviewing anything, I want to give a major massive thanks to my good friends over at Mad House Supps. They did send me the new Chaotic Rage for me to review. Like I said earlier, there has been a debate for the past year or so, whether it's still got the goods, whether it still hits or not. I'm going to set the record straight today, once and for all. You're going to hear it here on the High Stim Ace channel first. And they did also send me their Chaotic Pump, which I'm super excited to review. Going to be dropping the review for this one separately, probably at some point next week. Really excited to run this one because the formula is a very old school kind of formula. Not going to reveal anything, guys. You're going to have to tune in and subscribe right here to the channel. Give me a like while you're at it, guys. Show High Stim Ace some support. Like the video, comment below, share the channel, and subscribe, of course. But talking about Chaotic Rage, circling back around to Chaotic Rage, I love the entire aesthetic they got here. I'm very big into carnivals, into circuses, into clowns, and especially ones that are a little bit demented. So this one does have that aesthetic. They say, welcome to the madhouse, circus, and I don't know, welcome to the freak show. I love the whole aesthetic, guys. I'm really into all this kind of stuff. So to me, it's something I really enjoy. I love this tub. It really pops when it's on the shelf. As you could see, I have the original tub right over there, the OG Dmha version. So I'm a big fan of the branding. The other one here that we have also has the same theme. I'm a big fan of it, guys. Love circuses, love carnivals, love creepy clowns. I'm all about it. But with that being said, guys, we're going to talk about the label in just one moment. I just want to go over the flavor very quickly. It comes in like 4 different flavors. The original one I had was the American Pop, which they still do manufacture. They have like 4 other flavors. This one here is the Fruit Punch. And I got to say, it's a really, really solid flavor. It does taste more like a candy fruit punch. If you can see the picture on here, I don't know if you guys could see it or not, but it's actually one of those lollipops, those big lollipops you used to get as a kid. It actually kind of does taste like a fruity lollipop as opposed to a straight up fruit punch, but I like it. It's really good. Okay, guys, so we are getting 30 servings per container in here, which right off the bat is freaking incredible because we don't get 30 servings in 2025. Inflation, shrinkflation, whatever you want to call it, guys, you're lucky if you get 25 servings in this day and age. So getting 30 on here is freaking incredible. One scoop weighs in at 13 grams. I got to say the scoop comes in a little bit light, comes in at about 11.5 grams. So you're going to want to round the scoop, or better yet, just weigh it out on the digital scale, which you guys as Stim Junkies should be doing. Okay, don't let me catch you not weighing your pre-workouts. With that being said, guys, we're going to get to this label. We're going to start off with vitamin B1 as thiamine HCl, 1 milligram, vitamin B3 as niacin, 20 milligrams. So that's going to give you a little bit of a pump, a little bit of tingling, maybe a little bit of a flush if you're sensitive to it. 20 milligrams is a pretty low dose, but we're going to talk about that in a moment. Lastly, we got vitamin B12 coming in at 10 micrograms. Okay, so now it's time to actually get into the label itself, the meat and potatoes of this crazy label here. We begin with L-citrulline malate at 5,000 milligrams, so a pretty low dose. Assume you're not getting the quote-unquote efficacious dosage on here. It's not specifying 2 to 1, but with that being said, guys, labels are just labels. Even with this relatively low dose of L-citrulline malate, you might be in for a surprise. I'm going to show you footage from the gym that I got today, and you guys are going to be surprised at what you're going to see. We continue with beta-alanine at 3,500 milligrams, so a little bit higher than the clinical dose, supposedly going to give you a lot of tingles in the gym. I will let you know in the effects section if it actually does it or not. L-tyrosine for that laser sharp focus, 1,000 milligrams. Beta-PEA for that nootropic head high, 500 milligrams. Caffeine matrix, 400 milligrams. So this is interesting. You're getting caffeine anhydrous, dicaffeine malate, and caffeine citrate. So you're getting the anhydrous, which is going to be there for about 45 minutes to an hour. That is essentially the main version of the caffeine. You're getting the dicaffeine malate, the one that is kind of elongated, and the caffeine citrate, which is supposed to hit you relatively quickly. It's not specifying how much of each you're getting, but assume you're getting mostly anhydrous and a little bit of the other two. 400 milligrams total. I love it. It's freaking great. It allows the other stimulants to shine. It's not going to get you too hopped up off the bat, at least in theory. Next up, the ingredient that everybody has been speculating about for the past year and a half. We got juglens regia extract coming in at 250 milligrams. Now, previously, it said DMHA. Now it says juglens regia extract. So is this the case of them just trying to switch up the wording to maybe get eyes off their product? Or did they actually reformulate with that more naturally occurring version of DMHA? The one that isn't the quote-unquote synthetic lab-made yum-yums that we know and love. Stay tuned to the effects section, guys, and you will find out. Choline bititrate, 200 milligrams, and phenyldimethylamine, 125 milligrams. That is the Regia gerenesis. That is also going to give you a little bit of that head high. Synephrine HCl, 100 milligrams for the thermogenic effect and a little bit of added stimulation. Theobromine, 100 milligrams for additional stimulation. Huperzine A for that focus, 3 milligrams. And lastly, we got yohimbine HCl at 2 milligrams. No alpha-yo, but yohimbine HCl going to also give you that sense of urgency and get you going in the gym. All right, guys, we just finished going over the label, and other than them replacing the DMHA with the juglens regia, the old version of the formula did have half of the theobromine coming in at 50 milligrams, while this new version has 100, and this version also has 100 milligrams of synephrine as opposed to the old version, which had 75. Now, obviously, you guys don't care about any of that, even though that stuff is important. You guys are wondering about the main component, the 2-amino isoheptane known as DMHA, which got thrown out the window and replaced with juglens regia. So you guys are wondering, does this version still hit in 2025 in the real world, in the gym, where it matters most? The answer to your question is a resounding hell yes, it still hits. Guys, I was so surprised the very first time I ran it. I ran it 2 days ago. I went away for the weekend. I took a sample with me, 13 grams on the dot. I also did take the chaotic pump with me because I really wanted to experiment with it. Now, usually when you take a pump formula with a high stim pre-workout, it can kind of lower the stimulatory effect a little bit, right? The blood flow and whatnot, the vasodilation, it could kind of bring down the stims a little bit. Not only did I get the most epic pump from that pump formula, but it absolutely did not detract whatsoever from the experience. Guys, this thing here is just as good as the original version, okay? It still smacks, it still gives you that crazy dialed in, tunnel vision focus, the aggressive energy output and performance in the gym, and most importantly, that illicit feeling head buzz that you stim junkies are chasing on the regular. So you're going to take the drink, and within 2 to 3 minutes, you're going to start feeling the beta-alanine tingles, and those tingles come in strong and persistent. You're going to feel them for like an hour, if not longer. I swear to God, guys, both times I ran this pre-workout, the beta-alanine tingles persisted for most of the workout. Now, on Saturday, I did chest and tris with a little bit of legs, and I'm telling you, the betas were there for like 2 hours. I've never experienced that in my life, but it was crazy. It wasn't a distraction, but the tingles were definitely there in the background, letting you know that it's go time in the gym. Now, the buzz that comes from the Regia and most importantly, the juglens regia, that comes in at about the 15 to 20 minute mark. You're suddenly going to start feeling this good floaty head high, a amazing illicit tunnel vision focus, and just a good euphoria that comes with it. And when you're listening to good music, you're pumped up, you're energized, and you're going to warm up with a couple of sets. Literally by the second or third set, you're going to be so freaking dialed in. The energy is going to come in at that 25 minute mark, and you're going to be off to the races. This thing has the full package. It's got the illicit mood elevation. It's got the good feeling, the confidence that comes with taking a good high stim pre-workout, and you know you're crushing it in the gym. You're going to be confident. You're going to be energized. You're going to be motivated. You're going to be freaking inspired to be the very best version of yourself. Guys, I really expected this one to be a massive downgrade. I read a lot of mixed reviews. First of all, nobody reviewed the Juglens Regia version, at least none of the big YouTube reviewers that I follow, that I'm friends with. I haven't seen anybody review this new version, right? Everyone reviewed the OG Dmha version. I am the very first one here bringing you a review for the Juglens Regia version. Now, I did follow a couple of different subreddits and Stim Junkie forums talking about it. Some people said, oh, it hits at about 50%. Other people said it's almost as good, whatever. Guys, I don't know what the hell these people are talking about. This version here, the 2025 Juglens Regia version, freaking slaps just as hard as the original, but there are tiny minuscule differences. The original one, as good as it was and as crazy as that buzz was, there was a bit of survival mode that came with it. The heart rate was up a little bit too high, almost to the point where I felt like it was going to leap out of my throat. It was a little bit too intense, and I found a lot of times that running it at 11.5 to 12 grams as opposed to 13 was the better way to go, because the 13-gram scoop came in really, really intense. Now, this version here, I did run it at 13 grams my first time, and today I actually ran it at 14 grams, just topped it off a little bit to see if it was going to hit a little bit harder. I really wanted to kind of feel it out today. So I gotta say that the buzz is maybe like a 9 out of 10 in comparison to the original one, which came in at like a 10 out of 10. So the buzz and the intensity goes down just a little bit, maybe deduct 1 point from it, but that is not a bad thing. There is no survival mode on this one. You're not going to feel your heart leaping out of your chest. You're not going to be tweaking in the gym like you were on the original version. You're not going to be shaking and feeling crazy side effects. None of that, guys. You're getting all the positives with essentially none of the negatives. The only thing I will say about this one, though, guys, despite this not being advertised as a fat burner or anything like that, you're going to be sweating on this one, guys, okay? You're going to be stimulated. You're going to be hopped up. You're going to be high as a kite, but you're going to be sweating and working your ass off. Despite this clown on here being a super buff clown, I don't think this clown does cardio. As a matter of fact, you could see him twisting that barbell, turning it into a pretzel, right? So this clown here skips cardio. But I'm telling you, I did cardio both times after training on this pre-workout, pushing for over 2 hours each time I did it. And I still had the energy to go hit the cardio for 35 minutes and then 45 minutes today. And I'm telling you, it has to do with that 100 milligrams of synephrine, which is definitely no joke, and the 2 milligrams of yohimbine HCl. They come in together along with that niacin, giving you a little bit of that flush. Now, I didn't get a niacin flush per se where my face turned all red and I sweated it out, but I was hopped up. I was in it. I was in the moment. I was in a bubble. The euphoria was there. The mood elevation was there. That illicit tunnel vision focus was heavily present, but I was sweating. I was working hard. I was energized, and I was just living in the moment, guys, listening to some good heavy trance and techno today, as well as on Saturday, guys. I've kind of been in that electronic mode lately, but I was hopped the hell up. And you even have a little bit of that buzz after your workout, that post-workout buzz. It's freaking amazing, guys. But the beautiful thing about this one is that there isn't that survival mode that the original version had. So whatever they did in here, this Juglens Regia, I mean, labels are just labels in the end of the day. But whatever it is, this Juglens Regia, this is the good stuff, okay? So I'm telling you, I'm putting my stamp of approval on this product here. I like this more than the OG Dmha batch. I know, crazy, right? But this is a freaking amazing product, and Mad House Supps seriously freaking nailed it. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on their products because I really want to see what this company is all about. Surprisingly, the pumps on this thing were also next level ridiculous. I was training in the gym today doing back and biceps, and I was freaking on one today. I was using different bars and different variations, but I was hitting that lat pull down consistently today and really pushing heavy with the weights, or I should say pulling, but I was on one today. I was on a freaking different stratosphere, and I was so zoned into my workout. The mind-muscle connection was on another level. And despite this one not having quote-unquote clinical dosages of pump ingredients, you don't really have to stack anything on here because you're going to be so hopped up. You're going to be training so hard. And even that small 5-gram dose of citrulline malate, combining that with that yohimbine HCl, gives you such a complete pump package that you really don't even have to stack anything on top of it. I was freaking swole and juicy on this product today, running it and training so hard. And again, the synephrine is going to have you sweating excessively. It also does help with blood flow. A lot of people don't know this, but synephrine and yohimbine, besides having fat burning benefits, they also do help with blood flow, which translates further to pumps. So I was freaking doing a circuit training today. I was going nonstop. I was hitting back and then going straight to biceps, doing different variations of curls. And I was freaking feeling juicy today, guys. Contractions were on another level. I felt the blood rushing to my biceps as I was doing those curls. And I just felt so pumped up, so swollen, juicy in the gym. Freaking complete Stim Junkie package right here, guys. What an incredible product. And it just blows my mind that people have been sleeping on this one since the reformulated the label, or at least that's what it says on the label. But again, it just goes to show you that labels in the end of the day are just labels, and you have to try these products out for yourselves to see if it actually hits in the gym or not. And this one right here, boys, this freaking chaotic rage with this insane clown definitely still has the goods in 2025. So in conclusion, I can't say enough good things about this product. The energy is there, it is consistent, and it comes in smoothly, but it definitely persists throughout the entire workout. At the 15-minute mark, everything kind of starts coming together. The betas come in first, the buzz and mood elevation come in at the 15-minute mark, and 25 minutes in is where the rest of the package comes in. The energy, the tunnel vision focus, and as soon as you start warming up with 2 or 3 sets, you're going to be on one, and you're not going to want to stop training, guys. This one's freaking crazy. You're going to push hard. You're going to feel motivated, inspired, and you're not going to want to stop. You're not going to want to leave the gym, guys. This one's freaking incredible. So definitely check this one out from my good friends over at Mad House Supps. You guys could pick this up on their official website as well as NutriCartel.com. I'm going to link the information down below. You guys can pick it up and check out what else they have on their site because they have a couple of other cool stuff. I am getting a few more things from them, so I'm going to be reviewing them on the channel. I am planning on reviewing their chaotic pump as well. Ran this one once so far. I want to run it another 2 or 3 times to really feel it out and get some epic footage for you guys from the gym or from the high stim dungeon, wherever it may be, guys. But this one here, pumps are next level. You're not going to want to miss it. So once again, guys, if you found this video beneficial and informative, don't forget to like the video, comment below, tell me if you've tried the new Juglens Regia version of Chaotic Rage, and if not, then definitely get on it ASAP. You're going to thank Stim Ace for putting you on game. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Stim Ace, and most importantly, subscribe right here for the channel for the hottest reviews of 2025, bringing you the best drops and the most objective reviews on the internet, no matter what. Thank you once again for tuning in. I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. Stim Ace, signing off.